Good morning. So here for Wednesday, we are starting to divide our integers. So we have done our addition, our subtraction, we did our multiplication Monday and yesterday, and today we're starting to divide. And the great thing about dividing integers is the rule for dividing integers is the same as when multiplying integers. The quotient of two integers with the same sign is positive. The quotient of two integers with different signs is negative. So same rules as when you're multiplying, except this time you're dividing. So again, like I explained on Monday, if you wanted to just go ahead and do all of the division problems first and then change the sign, that's fine. But you don't have to do anything like you do with the addition or the subtraction, where you have to pretend that you have money or that you're earning money or losing money. With multiplication and division, it's much easier. So here for our first sample, we have -8 divided by 2. So we notice that we have one integer is negative and one isn't, and when they are different, it is always negative according to this rule. So we would just do 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4, but since 1 is negative, -4. Now for the second sample, we have 10 divided by 5, or -10 divided by -5, but because the signs are the same, it is going to be positive. So remember, if they're the same, it's positive. If this were 10 divided by 5, both positive, it would also be positive. So we have 10 divided by 5 is 2, and because the symbols are the same, it just stays 2. So it's only negative if one of them is negative. Remember that. So divide as normal and then decide, are the signs the same or are they different? So here for Wednesday, we are going to apply underlining. So oftentimes you will underline when there's something important that needs to be highlighted in your writing, but we're going to understand a little bit more thoroughly when we underline words. So here we learn that we underline the titles of books, newspapers, and magazines. We underline the names of ships, trains, and planes. We underline the names of plays, films, sculptures, paintings, and other works of art, which we've seen quite a bit. And notice how we have some underlining rules. So just like we had our comma rules and our hyphen rules and our colon rules, now we have our underlining rules. And we have a few examples of each. We have some books here like Alice in Wonderland, the New York Times is a newspaper, Reader's Digest is a magazine. So oftentimes when you are reading and the name or the proper noun of something is underlined, it is describing books, newspapers, magazines, ships, trains, and planes, or plays, films, sculptures, etc., works of art. So here on Think A, it's quite easy because you will notice many proper nouns. So the only difference, the only thing that you should be looking out for is not every proper noun needs to be underlined. If it's just talking about the name of a person, like in this case it says Grant Wood, then you don't underline it. But it is talking about Grant Wood's painting, American Gothic, and we know that paintings do get underlined. So just make sure that you're not underlining everything that's capitalized. So nobody's name, just the names of Rule 1, Rule 2, and Rule 3. Here for Wednesday on our spelling review, you're going to use our words from chapters 28 and 29 here to the right, and you're going to solve this crossword. So using the clues here to the left, fill in your crossword puzzle using our chapter 28 and 29 words. And then here on the bottom portion, you're going to read the words to the left and then decide whether or not they're spelled correctly. And then whether or not they're spelled correctly, you're going to write them correctly here. So you're going to fill in whether or not they spelled it right or wrong, and then write it again. And make sure that you're using your key here. So there should be no excuse for writing them incorrectly or misspelled, because all of the words are written correctly here in your key.